Alright people, CrossFit session coming at you. Today's is really cool. It's sort of like short, sharp bit of work, a little bit of rest, another short bit of work. So I quite like these because you get like a little bit of a breather and then you go again. You get just enough so you can kind of like hit the next round just as hard. And by the end of it, you're nice and tired. You've worked really hard, but it's not as horrendous as Fran. So what we're going to do is there's going to be a 3-minute AMRAP. So as many rounds as possible, but it's kind of not like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 5 dumbbell deck squats to press. I'll show you what they are in a bit. 20 push press, so that's 10 either side. And then you're going to do max burpees in the rest of the time. So you'll start your clock off, you'll have 3 minutes, and you've got to hit that work before you hit your max burpees. Your burpees are what counts. So your other bit is kind of like your buy-in, but you've got to do it. So you've got to hit that as hard as you can, so you've got as much time as possible to do them burpees and get that working. As soon as that 3 minutes is up, you're going to have a minute's rest, and you're going to hit it again. You're going to do that 4 times through, so it's 15 minutes worth of work really, rest included. So what I really want you to do is hit those AMRAPs hard, get yourself to them burpees and get as many as you can in. So all that counts for these AMRAPs is burpees. The reps are just a buy-in every single time. So hit them nice and hard and then hammer through them burpees for as long as possible. So I'm going to get you warm. What we're going to do is to start with warm up. We're going to hit 20 lunges. I want to hit you these lunges nice and easy, keep perfect form. So I want that feet at like that hip width, like you're going to squat, and then you're going to step it out and step it back in, like your feet are on train tracks. So I don't want to see any of this narrow stuff. Nice and wide where we would stand if we were going to do a squat, but we're not going to do a squat. I'm going to step it out, get that knee to the floor, keep that chest nice and high, step it back up again, exactly where we were before. We're just going to keep alternating through them until we've done 20, so that's only 10 either side. Once we've done that, we're going to move into squats. You all know what a perfect squat should look like. You've seen it a million billion times. I'm sure Oakley has absolutely drilled the hell out of you for it. She's still killing me with it, and I've been doing this shit for 8 years. So, with those squats, keep them nice and slow, nice and easy, chest nice and high, stick them arms up in the air, get that hip back and down, and really use them hamstrings and glutes. Once you've done them 20, we're going to move into a little bit more explosive work. We're going to do 20 jumping lunges and 20 jumping squats. With your jumping lunges and jumping squats, still think about that form and try and maintain it at speed. I know it seems ridiculous because you like jump in middle of a lunge, like how can you control that? But you can. It's just your brain's got to learn it. So try and think about that middle, that switch position as being exactly the same as when you're not moving. So keep them legs nice and wide, land nice and strong, keep that chest nice and high, and then when you switch in the air, same thing again. Once we've done that, 20 jumping squats, and again, on that descent and everything, it can look exactly the same as a normal squat. We've just got to jump at the top and make sure we're landing our feet in exactly the same position. If either of those two things, jumping lunges and jumping squats, if either of those are too much, too high impact, just go for another 20 normal lunges and another 20 normal squats, or try and pick up the pace a little bit. So get them done almost for time a little bit more. Still maintaining that good mechanics and trying to push ourselves to move our absolute best, but let's pick up the pace a little bit on the second 20, because that's what the lunges are designed to do. The jumping lunges and the jumping squats, they're designed to kind of raise that heart rate a little bit. Once we've done that, people, we're going to go through some deck squats, but we're not going to include any weight for these. So in the workout they are with a weight, but for the warm-up we're going to try them without. Some would say these are harder, but I'll explain that in a bit. So what you're going to do with these is you're going to do 5 deck squats, and essentially you're going to start stood up, and then you're going to come onto your back, get your legs up, and then push yourself up into a squat. I'll demo it. It's easier to demo it than it is to explain it. So you stood up in your squat stance, you're going to roll it back, sit it down, and come up into that squat and stand up. You're going to rock out 5 of those, people. Once you've done 5 of those, we're going to hit, bloody hell, look at this, horrendous. Once we've done 5 of those, we're going to hit 5 dumbbell deck squats. So the reason I said that these might be easier is because the weight can pull you forward a little bit more. So a lot of people will struggle with deck squats in that transition period where you're trying to get from your back to your feet. If you've got that weight, it can help pull you forward a little bit more and get you to stand up. So you might find these even easier than normal deck squats. So if you struggle with deck squats, still give these a little bit of a try. and really use that weight to pull yourself forward, it might help. So, exactly the same, except we've got that weight in our hands. We're going to come down onto the floor, bring them legs back, and as you come up, you can shoot that weight forward, out in front of you, arms straight, and it'll help you to stand up. Now, I might as well explain this while we're here. So you're doing 5 deck squats, 5 weighted deck squats. The weighted deck squats, they're going to be exactly the same in the workout. The only difference being, once you've finished your squat, you're going to press that dumbbell overhead. So you're going to come, you're going to stand up from the bottom of your deck squat, so here, and then when you get up, you're going to press it overhead, nice and strong, people, yeah? And then you're going to come back in, and you're going to go straight back into your next rep. So that weight might have to come out in front of you, and as you're standing up, you might have to bring it in and then press it overhead. Once you've done 5 deck squats, 5 dumbbell weighted deck squats, you're going to go into 5 broken burpees. The reason I call these broken burpees is because I want you to think about how you might break down a burpee. So during that 3-minute AMRAP, you might get your dumbbell deck squats to press and push press done in like 30 seconds. And then, oh God, you've got ages. 2 minutes 30, you're going to have to do burpees for. During that time, you're going to get really tired, and what I want you to do is like think about breaking that burpee down. So a burpee, people try and rush a lot, but you can keep moving nice and slow. So you're going to replace your feet with your hands, bring that chest to the floor, and then think about peeling that chest up, pushing them hips to the sky and landing them feet. So popping it and then coming back up, and then you're going to go exactly the same thing again. So then hands into the floor and peel that chest up, hips and hands, and then you back up again. They weren't particularly hard, I'm not particularly gassed. If you can keep going at that pace for 2.5 minutes, you still get a lot of reps in, and it still feels like it's tiring you out. And if you look at the clock and you know you've got a minute left and you've got loads of gas left in the tank, then you can really go for it, but you can take it easy, using that kind of thinking about it, slowing it down strategy to get you through them burpees. I know I use that particularly on high burpee sort of AMRAPs or anything like that, so it might be helpful for you guys during these 3 minutes to break it down. So you're going to do 5 of those in the warm-up. So we're going to do 5 deck squats, 5 dumbbell deck squats, and then 5 broken burpees. You're going to do 2 rounds of that. Don't take this as for time or anything like that. Work on that technique for that deck squat. Feel it out. If you want to add the press in there just to see what it feels like, do that. And your burpees, really think about breaking them. Don't go balls out on them. Don't try and knock yourself out, because that's what we're trying to do. Once we've done all that, we're then ready to start the workout. And like I say, hit it really hard. Get all that work done as fast as possible. So you go in 5 dumbbell deck squats to press, which I've already showed you, and then you go in push press. You guys will probably know what a push press is, but if you don't, it's coming up onto that shoulder, you dip in and you drive in. With a push press, guys, I want you to make sure you don't do that double dip. So you'll see a lot of people doing these bad boys. That's a push jerk, yeah? Nothing wrong with a push jerk, it's super efficient, but the workout is calling for push press. And you want to have them in the bag if you ever need them when you're in a competition or anything like that. So you want to do that dip and that drive. Dip and drive. Again, guys, for this entire workout, any of the movements, you can replace the dumbbell with a kettlebell, no problem, and you won't even feel it. So, that is a workout, guys. After you've finished it, if you're feeling fresh, if you're feeling good, go and hit yourself a jack session. Already done that, it's programmed, ready to go. Oh, look at this. My hair is getting ridiculously long. I feel like I'm going to look like CrossFit Jesus by the end of this. I can definitely already tie it back to where it was. Looking like Big John Barr, except without the big. Have a fabulous day. Maybe see you on a Zoom in a little bit, guys. Have a good day.